Good evening, friends. Have you ever been at the top and suddenly you find yourself at the bottom? That's what snake and ladder game teaches us. So, good evening, friends. Anthony here. Next 3 minutes, I will talk about three powerful lessons: position, performance, and protection. So, we will also learn how we can maintain this and move on successfully in our lives. And I will call out with one action that everybody can start doing it today, and with that I'll conclude. So let's move on. Position. So a snake and ladder teaches us. So one ladder can take one person from say 10 to 50, but remember the same ladder can bring one person from 90 to 10. So, say suppose a manager gets a promotion, it's a senior level position, and suddenly he stops learning, and suddenly stops listening to his team members, and says, "I'm the boss. Everybody listen to me." So his position may be high, but the behavior becomes a snake. So be humble, be adaptable, and be flexible, and most importantly, be alert. Here, we ask you a question: if I lose my position, what qualities that I would carry? So number two, performance. Say a promotion that your position has given you, but if you don't consistently perform, you can't stay there. So, for example, a sales manager does an excellent job last year, but this year he does the same thing, stops listening to the market analysis, and start don't even listen to the customer feedbacks, and continues the way what he was doing last year with the same method, same methodology. So what will happen, my dear friends? So he cannot deliver the same result what he has delivered last year. So that is what it is very clear. Yesterday's success cannot guarantee tomorrow's position. So do what successful people always consistently do. They learn, they adapt, and they deliver results. So the question to be asked to self is: am I still performing the same way what I used to perform, or am I started improving from learning and improving, correcting and course correcting and improving? So number three, protection. So it's a gain. So in a snake and ladder, you don't just celebrate your ladder, and you keep watching for snakes where it is, and then very carefully you apply. So that is what exactly applies in your career and life as well. So ego, complacency, outdated skills, and relationships, poor relationships, or resistance to change, and are the snakes to your career. So for example, a technically brilliant employee may lose a leadership position because if he behaves or refuses not to collaborate, to take diversity along his side, and give that space, and to include everyone, and take the team towards a success. So if he misses all of that, remember, my dear friends, although you may be, or even though you may be great in your technical skills, but that will not take you to the leadership positions. So the gain, what we identify here is the trust, credibility, opportunities, and continuous long-term success. So the question to be asked here is: what is the biggest snake in your career that you need to avoid? So the answer we need to know again and again see is that so when we be the right person, do the right things, gain the right results, and enjoy the results. So quickly, we will have a review. Remember, so be humble and adaptable. So do your best consistently, gain the trust, credibility, and opportunities which comes your way, and enjoy the journey. So I'm going to now leave you with today with your with one exercise. What is that biggest snake or one snake in your career, so that you need to avoid, and what is that ladder you should aim to climb next? Because in the game of life and career, one ladder takes you up, but remember, one careless move can bring you, to the bottom. So stay alert, keep learning, keep growing, and never become careless and complacent with your position which you have earned. So on that note, thank you very much.